Welcome to Classroom 33. And what I want to talk to you about is the physical structure that you live in. And the first thing I want to talk about is the king's mindset. The king of all kings mindset is considered to be God's head. Okay? And when you have God's head, you have the heavenly mindset. It's the heavenly mindset. Okay, now the eyes. The eyes are connected to the sight. Okay, to how you see the realm of light. Okay, and it has a specific speed that it has to be at in order for there to be no glitches, no error, and that would be considered to be light speed. Okay? The light reflecting in and out. Your ears. Your ears are connected to the emotional system. How you hear things can upset you, can change your mood, can alter your feelings. Okay? Your nose, sense of smell. It's one of your senses. You can smell people. You can smell what's going on outside in the earth, flowers, animals. You smell different aromas. Mouth is connected to taste, water, food. It's also what you speak defiles the mindset. It's connected to the breath of life. It's considered to be consciousness or oxygen. And then you breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay? Now I want to talk about the neck area. Okay, the neck is what's going to hold the head in place and allow it to swivel. Okay? It's also where in the back of the head is where the 33 is. The 33 chakra. The 33 spinal cord. It's in the cervical location. Now around the thoracic location is the heart. Okay? The heart is connected to what you speak. Okay, so how you speak is where your heart is. Your lungs are connected to the breath of life, to the air you breathe, to the consciousness. Now, speaking of the spinal cord, it's separated in 3 different sections in 11s. Okay, so it'll go 1, 11, 22, 33. Okay? And then if you break it down into the 5 different sections, it comes down to 6.6. Okay? 6.6 when you divide it by 33. 5 divided by 33 is 6.6. Now, I want to talk about when you were born. You were born with an umbilical cord. Where it was located at, belly button. Okay, the belly button. And now it formed after it was removed. Okay? It formed a closing. And this is where you would have got most likely your food. Your upper shoulders, that's going to be connected to the neckline, which is going to be collarbone. You also have your shoulder joints, which is your rotator cuff. What is an elbow used for? It's bending and flexion. Bending, flexion. Okay, then you go down to the wrist location. That gives you movement within the wrist, allowing you to up and down it, side to side. Okay, and there's many bones. It's one of the most bone locations on the body, if not the most, in one location. And there's many different joints in this one location. Many different joints. It's also connected to, the arms are also connected to strength, okay? How much you can lift. It's also connected to work, okay? You're not gonna work from your feet, but your feet and your legs are considered to be part of the movement system. How you're gonna move side to side, bending up and down, jumping. Okay, and it's gonna be connected to balance. Just when you first start to walk, you have to learn how to balance on your legs. So, now the hands are connected to grip, how much you can grip before you lose your grip and everything drops all over the place. You'll know this when you carry groceries. Okay. The hip joint. The hip joint is going to help you get movement because that's where the legs are going to be jointed into, the hip bones. And your kneecap, that's going to be another one, bending, flexion, allowing you to get the bend, the flex, to jump, allowing you to jump using your heels and your feet to give it the spring that you're going to need to jump, which should be connected to the ankle location. Feet. The feet allow you to walk, jog, and run, okay? The feet area allows you to walk, jog, and run. The private location, okay? The privacy of the location must be covered because it's the seat of life, okay? It's a very important location because this is where you create your babies, okay? On both male and female, we just have opposite parts. Okay, one's the shaft and one's the hole. Now on the back end, what you have is butt cheeks, okay? But within the butt cheek, you have a butthole. Okay, and this is called waste management. And if you know anything about trash, waste management gets picked up. Trash gets picked up once a week by waste management. So there should be nobody playing in the waste hole, okay? Because you'd be wasting a lot of time. The mindset can be either heaven or hell. It's just the fruit you bear. Okay, the fruit you bear will be based on your parents, how they brought you up in life. Are they doing right? Are they doing wrong? If they're doing wrong, are they doing evil? Are they doing good? And are they doing righteousness? Heaven is considered righteousness, so you have a right mindset. And wickedness is considered evil, so your mindset will be evil. Which means what you speak defiles the mindset. Cursing, saying all these curse words, F-U, B-I-C-T-H, S-H-I-T, like you're literally speaking from your back, your waste management hole. You're saying it out of your mouth. Now I want to explain the eye. It has the ability of moving, okay? It has movement, up and down, left to right, side to side, diagonal. It can move in multiple different directions. You can even put them in the back of your head if you try enough. You spin them around. It's also got the tear duct connected to it. You got the eyelid, okay, to keep it shut, and that'll give you the blink, which it's resetting the lighting system. That's probably why you blink a lot. Something to do with the protecting the eye from projectiles in the realm, like dust, dirt, bugs, things on that, things like that. And you have to be careful about the nose location, because if you break it, you can't fix it. Why? Because it'll never look right again. It'll be damaged. And this is one of your main airways to your brain. One of the locations to your brain for air. Okay, so you want to protect the nose. You don't want to be sniffing drugs up your nose, because you're going to damage not only your nostril system, which is your airflow system. You'll mess up your airflow system, and your breathing won't be correct. Okay, you won't have the proper oxygen flow to the brain. You'll be cutting off your oxygen flow. Same thing with the mouth. You have to be aware, because this is the main source to the air, the airway, and this leads straight to the lungs, the air we breathe. So you have to be careful you're not walking into chemicals and breathing in chemicals, because then chemicals go into your lungs and damage the lungs. So you want to wear a mask when you're dealing with chemicals, so you're not exposed your internal parts to the chemicals. Maybe wear a hazmat suit. The private location is a very important part. It has the most sensors on the body. That's why it's so sensitive. And it needs the blood flow from the heart, the 4 valves, okay, that open, close properly to get the right blood flow, to get the right shaft, so it's not, so you don't have a erectile dysfunction, okay. Once you have a damaged heart, you will have an erectile dysfunction. It just happens. It goes hand in hand. Your penis won't work properly anymore. I noticed that with my own heart, when it was going bad, that I was having a problem keeping it stiff, because it's also connected to the brain, and if the signal's not firing properly from the heart and the brain, it won't work properly. Chemicals will make it also your penis smaller, so doing drugs will make your penis smaller, because it's considered a chemical designed to not only weaponize that location, but make it very sensitive to wanting pleasure. Okay? It's not a need to have pleasure, but he's given us a gift. He's given us the creation gift right here, called the private part. It allows you to create. It gives you an opportunity to create babies and then teach the baby something. This is something you should teach your kids. Draw this up on a board, teach them, and let them go through it. It's Pictionary. Okay? Got a picture here, and you're explaining the diagram. It's not very difficult to do. It doesn't take very long. Maybe take like 20 minutes to go over it, and then your kids know something. It doesn't take long. It'd probably take you about 20 minutes to explain it, and about 20 minutes to draw it up. So you spend about 45 minutes to 60 minutes within this time frame, and you just go through different things, because you're not going to be able to draw it up all up on one board, but you're going to get the basics, and you're going to teach yourself something, which is valuable, okay? Because the whole job of being independent is to teach yourself. When you get to the point of teaching oneself, no longer needing a teacher to teach you, you are considered a teacher. You've mastered the ability to teach oneself and then help others teach as well by upgrading each other. That's the whole purpose of the goal of the earth. Helping one another upgrade. to the highest version they can get to with inside of the earth realm. And no one's lifting anybody up. We're just using jealousy, envious, deceit. We're lying to everybody. And no one's building anyone. We're all destroying each other. And that's why you see it coming to an end. Because there's nobody building anyone, any characters down here. This is just a proven fact that there is no one building. You love your animals more than you love your kids. It's sad, but it's true. And that's all I have.